Welcome back, monitored citizens, to the Majority Report, where breaking news is broken, and the truth usually hides somewhere between the headline, the privacy policy, and the terms of service nobody reads. Americans are increasingly pushing back against Flock Safety, the private company operating a massive network of automated license plate readers across the United States. Privacy concerns, data sharing concerns, allegations of police misuse, public backlash. Finally, citizens are paying attention, and it only took 120,000 cameras across 95% of the country. Another 30,000 and somebody in Congress might actually read the privacy policy on C-SPAN. From a headline that came from Wired this week, Savannah conducted an internal audit and found 127 inappropriate searches. It found that it continuously monitors activity and flags search patterns that fall outside an agency's normal usage. Apparently, mass surveillance works as long as nobody controlling it has an X. Other departments previously promoted by Flock have faced investigations of alleged misuse, with officers fired, resigning, and arrested. Flock says the fact that misuse was discovered proves its audit safeguards work, which is fair. My smoke detector also works, but I generally prefer the house not be on fire. And let's be clear, Flock didn't invent police misconduct, it automated it. So, citizens created DFlock, a crowdsourced project mapping the locations of surveillance cameras. Flock CEO Garrett Langley called it a terroristic organization. He later apologized, silently realizing the irony. But here's where tonight's story gets strange. Because cities aren't necessarily abandoning automated license plate surveillance, some are simply changing vendors. Douglas County, Colorado is replacing 50 Flock cameras with 100 from Axon. And here we go. They removed 50 cameras and installed 100. At this rate, if citizens protest again, they'll get drones. It isn't like Axon is some random competitor that recently discovered license plates. Let's rewind. Axon's own announcement in 2020 says it made a strategic investment in Flock Safety. So how did it become its biggest competitor? Axon was a commercial partner, integration partner, and investor. So Axon didn't just watch Flock grow. They watered it, and now they are coming in for the data harvest. And there it is. Axon invested in Flock, partnered with Flock, integrated with Flock, removes Flock API, became Flock's competitor. And now, DFlock cities are moving on to Axon. But license plate readers are only one part of Axon's ecosystem. Axon already provides body cameras, tasers, digital evidence management, real-time operations technology, drones, artificial intelligence, and police software. Axon announced a $625 million acquisition of Carbine, an Israeli-founded emergency communications technology company that provides cloud-based 911 infrastructure, location technology, real-time communications, and AI-assisted emergency response. So the company that knows what the police officer sees would also like to help manage the call that sends the police officer there. Vertically integrated concern. Axon describes the vision as connecting public safety from call to courtroom. But Carbine has its own fascinating history. It began in Israel in 2015. Its earlier name was Reporti Homeland Security. Former Israeli Prime Minister and Defense Minister Ehud Barak became an investor and chairman. Then reporting revealed that much of Barak's multi-million-dollar investment in Reporti was financed by, you guessed it, the one and only Jeffrey Epstein. While it doesn't directly establish that Epstein controlled Carbine, or that Carbine was an intelligent operation, or that Israel controls American policing, one just needs to read between the headlines.